welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. What, baby? What's wrong? I know. We got Aiden in the house. I had to call Aiden in because I need help. And Aiden was nice enough to come. That's not true. Aiden asked if we were here and he'd like to come to work. Thank you very much. I need him today. It's a new day. It's a new build. We got lots of comments from yesterday. Thank you very much. You know, sometimes you just have to release. And that's what I did. But anyways, it's a new day. It's a new build. It's a 35 Dodge. Jolene wrote it on the car because last time we were driving along and I kept calling it a 39 Pontiac. She said, I better write the year of this car down on the car. And so she did. It's a 35 Dodge. We've had it outside for a while. We made a video of us buying it. And it's been out there, and I really haven't, you know, I was thinking about chopping it. You know, generally what's going on, I'm chopping everything. I'm chopping the roof down on everything. And we've decided that where we have it, Jolene says, make me a truck. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a truck out of a 4-door 35 Dodge. The sheet metal looks really good condition on the fenders. The fender there, and there's a fender on the other side. The sheet metal looks really good. The hood is there, needs to be stripped down a little bit more. It's got some rust on it, but it seems to be in good condition. Aiden helped me clean the place up this morning. That's why we're able to put the hood there, because he cleaned that all up. Thank you very much, Aiden. Appreciate it. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the door section out. We're going to use the back window part, this back part. We're going to shove it all the way up on here, and we're going to make a cab. And then we're going to make a box from scratch, I guess. Not like a Betty Crocker scratch, but just from a couple sheets of blank metal. We'll make a box. We'll do a tailgate. We'll do a headboard. Aiden's only here for 3 days, so I don't know if we're going to get all that done in 3 days or not. But he's basically going to help me get this part chopped off and get it shoved on the back of the doors, and I need help doing that, and I appreciate that he's here to help me. How you doing in school, Aiden?
Going good.
It's going good, he says. He doesn't. I don't think he wants to be there, but he's there doing it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I think he. Would you rather be here or school?
Here's more fun. I'm getting them done. Getting them done.
He's getting it done, though. He has to get his schooling done, basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this section. We're not going to use this section. We're going to have to cut this section off, I'm thinking. This back turd here. Looks like a turd, doesn't it? It's having a poop. We'll cut this section off here. I've noticed that we've looked at the trucks. The trucks do not have the window that kind of lays back as much, I do not think. I think the truck the window stands up a little straighter. Also, when we shove the back of this part on too, you can also see how this is coming down and going out this way. Does not bother me, and the reason it does not bother me because we're not trying to build the exact 35 Dodge truck. We're not trying to build that truck. We're trying to build our own truck out of a 4-door car, so it does not bother me. But we are going to, I'm not sure where I really want to start. I guess what we can do is we can start by cutting the bum off the car. I guess a lot of people want more bum, but we're going to cut the bum off. So basically what I'm going to get, maybe I'll get Aiden to start with. We'll just maybe move some more of this stuff. We'll just get rid of this stuff, a little bit of this stuff here, which is going to only take a second. We'll run some tape around this edge, run some tape around this edge on this side of the thing, and then we'll cut that off, cut this off. We'll have to cut it all, we just want to cut it off, I guess, and get it separated. We can cut it anywhere as far as that goes. We can come along down here and cut this here, cut it off there, and just kind of remove that situation because we're not going to have it on the back of the cab of the truck when we do it. I'm going to try to take off the doors, knock the pins out and pull the doors off because we're not going to be using the 2 back doors. We're not going to destroy them or anything. We're going to have them for something else, but we're going to take them off. Yeah, so we'll start with that. I'll get you to cut the bum off.
Okay.
You can cut it off any way you want to. If you want to use the plasma cutter to cut it off, or you can use the zip cut to cut it off. We're just going to remove the situation, put your tape on this side, and cut on that side of the tape.
Okay.
So we're going to go down along here, and you can cut it right off here, and then we'll maybe, I'm not sure, we'll see how it goes. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to get this section off. We're going to use this body line here, no doubt in my mind, because it's going to match up with this. I was telling Jolene that we could make it a king cab, and by taking the back window and leaving that back window there. Not sure if we're doing that yet or not. Not sure how far we're going to get it up on there before we do that. Yeah, it's a very good looking car with the sheet metal that it has on the front and the grille. It ran when we bought it. Haven't run it since. We pushed it off the trailer, and then we did not do anything with it. And now is the day to do something with it, I guess. New day, new build. All right, let's kick some ass. I don't know we'll kick that ass. We'll get some tape, get that lined out. Jimbo is coming over sometime, maybe. Jimbo's coming over sometime. I can run that real quick. How do you want to cut that off?
Zip cut's okay?
Zip cut's fine.
Okay.
And I can even let you tape that up. Here, take your tape, go for it, tape it up, and cut on this side. So let's get inside that. Let's get right in on that line if you can. Keep the tape on that side and cut on this side.
Okay.
Cool. He's going to cut that off the zip cut. I'm going to try to bang the doors off, just to get the doors off to see what's going on. Let's see what happens. I love it. That doesn't generally happen that way. It does not. Wow. Wow. It does generally not happen that way. I'm just going to put a pair of needle nose pliers on that, and then bang up on the needle nose pliers. Some of the floor and is not the best, so we'll have to see if we're going to replace it or not as we get going along. We'll know more as we get going. Oh, don't usually generally do that either, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a punch and knock it out. I'm going to use my needle nose pliers to hold my punch so I don't bang my fingers. Look at that now, baby. That go right inside the car? All right. Where'd she go? Probably shouldn't be using my body hammer to bang on a punch, but that's the kind of guy I am. Just grab anything, put my glasses on. I'm going to get a different hammer. That little body hammer I got there is a nice hammer, and I don't want to mess it up. And the only reason I'd mess it up is maybe putting little divots in it or something, but so if you have a four-door car, you want to turn it into a truck, get off that fender, girl. This will be the build for you. This will be the build for you as we do this. We're going to turn a four-door car into a truck. I've been bringing some of the stuff inside to look at it, to see what we have. Generally, when these cars get tore apart, it's hard to find everything, generally. Now, suicide doors in the back. Look at that now, would you? That's the easiest door I've ever taken off, I think. It's amazing. The back doors seem to be in really good shape. The front doors, I think they've did a little bit of work on the bottom of them. Well, actually, they've done some work on the bottom of these ones. And why I say they've done work on the bottom of these ones, see how thick that is there? That's how thick that should be down there. So if you were looking at a car door and your lip is that wide right here, it would never be that wide on the bottom. So someone has wrapped a piece of metal on top of that and wrapped a piece of metal over top of the smaller lip to fix it. And that's here nor there. But basically, if you were looking at the car and you were going to buy a 35 Dodge and you looked at the wheel lip or the door lip, you would know that it's been fixed. Man, that went too easy. I gotta go to the other side now. We're almost done. I'm just wondering if I should save the back. When Aiden cuts it off, I'm just kind of wondering if we should save the back. You can see in on this ride here, and the reason, we're changing it over to a truck, I probably would leave it into a car. If this sort of stuff, you can see how it's got rivets in here. That means there's been a piece in there. You can see a piece been put over here at the body mold or the body mount. You can see how the rust is creeping through where the fender's bolted on in the wheel wells. When you come over this side, you can see the patches here that are in the wheel well here. You can see that there's another patch here. You can see how they bronzed it on. You can see the pieces down here they put in it. You also can see up through where the rust is coming through. So basically to me, to fix this car, you would want to replace the whole wheel well. To make a piece for that, make a piece for that, then make a piece for that, and then make a piece for that, and then make a piece for that. That's not the way I like to do things. I'd like to make a piece for everything. You can see how the door is bubbling down here. That means there's filler in there. You also can tell how they put a piece on here. Is back in the day where they probably bronzed. And it's just, I guess it's just, it's an older car, obviously. It's had some work done to it. And it is a good candidate. It's got some good sheet metal, mind you, for the fenders and that sort of stuff in the hood. The back fenders aren't the greatest. But it's a good candidate to make something out of it. If not, to replace all that wheel well and replace all that wheel well over there and then start replacing the floor, well, basically we could make a truck out of it, for the amount of work that we would do to fix all that. We may as well, do as we please. And what I please is to, I like making things, obviously. As you watch the channel, we like making stuff here. We like chopping, slicing and dicing and that sort of stuff. That's what we like to do. And that's why this car is coming in and getting done to what's getting done to it, is because of the condition that it's in. Also, it's lots of fun, to make something out of something that you have. Aiden is about to make a bunch of noise, which is perfect. Perfect. How you like the zip cut there, Aiden?
Yeah.
It's not bad?
Not bad.
Scary sometimes?
Yeah, a little bit,
A little bit sometimes. Just got to hold it right, you know what I mean? Like, basically just got to hold it right. The more you use it, the better you get at it.
Yeah, more
Please
time
wear all your safety gear. Please wear all your safety gear.
Ooh.
I hear a rattling at the door.
I know.
I'm not sure. Hello! Is it Jimbo? Come on in, Jimbo. Man, you got new.
New hat makes me look like one of the ministers that drive by, have buggies.
Yeah.
Horse and buggy.
Amish.
Yeah. Not that, if I could bend up the edge, if it had a metal in here, bend up the edge some, I'd get my style, but it doesn't have like.
Get your style.
Well, and I'd like to have it more floppy.
I got you. It'll wear.
It's so windy, I've got to fasten it on or it blows me away.
What was I going to say now? You've been working like a son of a gun, man.
Well, I'm on a standstill right now. This is my problem.
This is my problem. I got a lot of problems, but that ain't one of them. That holds a bearing and it's wore into that bad boy.
Yeah, and not only that, but I saw one of those in my garage about a month ago in a little box. Oh, what a shame I don't have a use for that. I can't find it. I've looked like 6 hours for it with flashlight. Can't find it anywhere. And the ball bearing that's on it, this is wheel bearing, inner wheel bearing in front of the Oldsmobile. Ball bearing, big, big, big. Anyway, the balls, when you wipe the grease off, they look perfect. Nice and shiny and chrome. So if I had one of these, I'd put it in.
The balls.
But the balls in the ball
I know what you're saying.
look perfectly shiny. They're not like
they're not chewed up like that.
No.
Would that one out there that we have?
Yes, 53 to 58 are all the same.
So you want it?
Yeah.
You got it. It's yours.
Actually, I could use the whole car. I could use the sheet metal, different this and that, but that's up to you.
I want the taillights off it.
Oh, I don't need taillights.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah, I need it for sheet metal.
Yeah.
Because I'm cheap enough, I don't want to buy a sheet of metal. And when I'm starting to weld up the Oldsmobile, I just go with my shears and cut another chunk off it.
Yes. Yeah, you can have it. I'll send it out to you.
Okay.
When? I'll just send it out to you. I'll get someone to come pick it up and send it out to you.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
Well,
But you've been working hard, man.
If I jack it up and take the hub off,
You can't pull it on the trailer. It'll be harder.
yeah, it'll have a wheel missing, and it's kind of a hassle to take the hub off, then go home, take the hubs all apart, and then come back and put a bad hub back on this car.
Yeah.
Just for the sake to make it so it moves. And there's a chance that the hub might be good, and I can just clean up those wheel bearings. Because see, when you replace this, you shouldn't replace the race. You should replace
it
the
all.
whole bearing. But you can buy this. It's $15 US.
Well, you got them out there for nothing.
$35 for shipping, $40 for COD, and $25 for money, or $30.
So it becomes $125.
Oh, or $225 for a $15 part.
Yeah. Where's all the ambition coming from?
I'm running out.
Are you?
Yeah, because Murphy's Junkyard, my regular place that I usually go to try to find cheap parts, he's not there anymore.
What do you mean?
He's shut down.
He retired?
I think so. There's no cars for sale. He's got a couple tow trucks, locks on the door, and hasn't been there for days.
It's over.
Yeah.
Maybe. He's got a coupe in there I'd like to...
He still has stuff back, but he's not there selling cars.
Okay.
So that means I don't have a cell phone number, which means you have to find out where he lives and track him down and go through the whole
ordeal.
Whatever that's ordeal.
Yeah.
Ordeal.
We're making a truck out of this.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just taking.
Yes, you said that one time, and then you changed your mind, and then you said it again, and then you changed your mind.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like putting my pants on every once in a while.
See, that's the advantage of working on different vehicles, is if you change your mind and it's a different vehicle, fine. It's bad if you start working on something, then you change your mind and you backtrack and cut away all the work you just did and change it.
Generally, just
grab another vehicle.
I generally just keep forging forward when that happens.
Yeah.
Like that Jaguar, when I put that roof on the Jaguar, you know, there's a station wagon, it didn't look good, and I just kept cutting and kept cutting and kept cutting until I got something that I thought looked okay. And I was not going backwards on it. I was using it no matter what. Aiden's back in the house.
Nothing wrong with being stubborn.
Is that what that's called? Nothing wrong with being stubborn. Yeah, but I've noticed your ambition is quite something else.
I've been at a standstill the last couple of days looking for that bearing part, but again, even if I found it, that's not really the right way to fix it.
Yeah.
But you can buy that part, which is kind of odd if that's not the right way to fix it.
Ferrari's all repainted, you got your room all painted and all bricked up, and you're going on your Oldsmobile.
I'm doing good on the Oldsmobile too, except for when I discovered a bad wheel bearing. And that bit wheel bearing complete is $100.
Yeah.
Even at rock bottom.
I'm going to take, I want the steering column out of that car and the quarter panels, and you can have the rest. And I'll send it out to you. Just like that. Anyways, I wanted to tell you I was impressed about how much work you're doing. quite something else. Got that room looking good, man. Got the Ferrari all painted. You had a going over on that sucker, didn't you? On the Ferrari?
Yeah, that Ferrari, it's holding its own, but the little spots that keep coming back,
Yeah. Keep buffing them.
I'm still buffing them.
Oh, yeah.
I give it like 3-4 days, and the tape line comes back.
Yeah.
I've already repainted it 3 times, and the paint line comes back.
Well, when you
The
go,
paint line, what it did was, I didn't even paint to the edge.
Of the
It was the overspray went out to the edge
Yeah.
of the tape line on the paint. And when I took the tape off, I sanded it and the line stayed. And I kept sanding, then finally the line disappeared. Then I buffed. And,
Fantastic.
Then 2 days later, the line came back. So I sanded, broke through the primer. So I sanded the whole panel, again, no line, primed it, painted it. 2 days later, the line came
are
back.
you serious?
And I sanded down through the paint into the primer again. No line, painted it again. 4 or 5 days later, the line fucking came back. It's gone.
Excuse your
through.
liquid.
It went through and it ruined, it even etched and ruined the epoxy underneath. Right to the metal.
Jeez, that's a hard go.
Just from the overspray on the line, as soon as it hit that tape line, it turned to 90 degrees straight in and went right down to the metal, contaminating that edge.
That ain't good, Jimbo.
I should have stripped it right down to metal. But I didn't. Anyway, I put several coats on it, and I also learned that those little guns, you totally take them apart and take your time washing every little speck of red paint out of them.
Why?
Because if not, when you start spraying, the new paint lifts that little speck of dried on paint inside there and throws it on the paint job.
Oh yeah, generally that's what happens
Yes,
with paint
yes,
gun. Yeah. So, did you know that you had another filter in there with that gun?
Another filter.
You took it out. Remember, there's a
Yes, I take it out and I leave it out and then I put it in when I need it.
I
You
did.
gotta take the gun totally apart and clean all the little passages because I didn't quite clean it enough the last time and I got dirt splattered out.
Jesus.
But I don't, now from Cantor, I can get the entire wheel bearing kit.
You just
and
split that.
seals for $220 American.
From
That's
Cantor.
4 bearings and 2 seals, enough to do the whole front end. But $220 American, it's probably not that now because that boat was 6 months old. It's probably $250 now. So that is $600 Canadian by the time. Like that's 5 to 600 because it's double plus 5 or 10%. Like it's or anything I've ever bought anyway, so far. Like, by the time the COD comes in and then you get your bill on your Visa pay for it, and add it all up, $200 is now $500.
Jolene,
I don't want to spend $500 on wheel bearings on a car that I may never put on the road.
That doesn't-
But that one bearing has to be replaced.
that doesn't make sense, does it, Jimbo?
Well, a lot of things don't make sense, but I don't want to just cooperate in the direction of not making sense. You know, I want to put up some kind of resistance.
Come on.
You're opening the door kind of back to...
I'm going. I know.
That handle fell off. They're trying to tell you that handle is for opening the door on it. So
Hold the inside. Hold that door for me, will you, Jimbo? Just hold it for me. I'm going to try to open it. Let's open it. Let's pull it right off. Perfect.
is that all you want to do?
That's all I want to do now. I want to get the handle
You
off the
could just
door.
leave it there.
No, I don't want it. Take it off. There you go. Thank you. Sanku. We went to a friend's place, Danny's place. He was telling us that the paint guns were on sale for $15 at Princess Auto. Jolene bought me 50 of them. Bought me 50 guns. Oh, I'll never buy a gun ever again. Let me know if you need a gun. I got 50 of them. What? The big ones. Not the small ones, the big ones.
I cleaned the small one.
You like that small gun, don't you? Huh?
Well, yes, except I wouldn't want to do a big job with it.
No,
Like,
no, it's not for big jobs.
You know, it only springs that wide.
Little gun for a small job. Aiden's gonna make some noise. Go ahead, Aiden, make some noise, brother.
Okay.
He's gonna cut the back of that bad boy off. I'm gonna make a truck out of her. Yeah, I was quite taken back by how well you've been doing in all your endeavors. Like you got your floor fixed, you got your room painted.
The quarter panels and the steering column can come out of my house until that's anything you want off the car.
Yeah.
Month's time if you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to break up your routine and do that to rush.
Won't hurt my feelings any.
Oh, I can't work. I can't put anything together, so I have the wheel bearing.
So what you're saying is you need that damn wheel. That one's a powerful one, so hold on to it. Go for it.
This side of the line?
This side.
Good stuff. Okay.
Putting that right there. Show you something, Aiden. Show you something. Doing something like that.
Yep.
You want to run through it quickly, like. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to saw it off, you just kind of steer it along.
Got it.
You know, yeah, just curve. Take the grinder, and run right along the curve, and do it a couple
Make
times.
your line first accurately, so you have a thing that the grinder follows easy.
It stays in the groove.
And
Yeah.
it's a no-brainer after that.
Well, you got to use the old noggin once in a while.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
just to keep the rhythm.
Yeah.
But you don't have to keep your aim.
Thanks for letting me in. Who do you use as a tow truck driver? Oh, next to nobody if I can.
Jackson Hire behind the wheel on a rope.
Next to nobody if I can. I know what I want to do. I want to tape that window up. I want to tape that window up.
Inside and out.
Right on. You said it, inside and out.
Your papers in here?
I'll just use. I'm going to use some Bristol board there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think I will. Yeah, you got a nice little room there for your Ferrari now. I got a pair of scissors. We'll cut that so it's. I got a pair of scissors right over there. Remember, I'm not scared to use the tape, Jimbo. Remember, I use a lot of tape? I use a lot of tape. I'm bad like that. Bring that piece right over here. Covers the dash, which is all pink. I don't know if I got it on there. Good enough? He's even got Jimbo's help today. Perfect. Yeah, let's grab another piece. I had a guy drop me off all this and give it to me. Good gift. Got it? Awesome. What do you think, Aiden? You got his bum cut off? Maybe that's where the old saying comes. I'm turtling. Well, you're turtling like you get when you need a poop and the head's popping out. You're turtling. Maybe that's why they call it the turtle back, because it's turtling. It popped out a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just wondering how I want to cut this off, because I don't think we're gonna use this piece. But I don't know if I want to destroy it because I'm not using it right this present second. How do you want to cut it? If I wanted to keep it, I can cut it above that line, but I might want that body line. I'm not sure. How about we cut it here, cut down across here. Right, and then we'll just go above this lock mechanism here. We'll cut straight across here, and right through here, and then you can cut that right down to there, and then we'll just pull it off. Okay. Check it out when you're cutting along there. Like, try not to cut the chassis. Maybe come up a little bit further. Maybe come up about here somewhere. Come up, just underneath that bolt right here. Yeah. Go across here. Go straight across to this, maybe that, like right under below that bolt there. Yeah. And then we'll come across here and just bring this down like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Cut on this side of the, like here?
Yeah. I'd just go across, just whatever, just come down. I would just come down on that edge there, and then we'll just cut. I wouldn't cut through that if you don't have to. Just cut down there and go straight across to this one. And then do the exact same cut there. Maybe we can pull that right off. And then I might use it for something, who knows? Right on? It's just that it's got a good body line on it. It's not damaged much. I got a trunk lid for it. Who knows? Someone might need it. Or I might need it. Thank you, Jimbo. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it.
Well, it covers up the dash, which goes down to right there.
Yeah, dash has got good paint on this one. I'm going to do, I want it to know on this ride, on this 35 Dodge, in order to put this piece here, if we cut this back window off, we want to know, come on out, Jimbo. Tell your mother she did a nice job. It's a nice hat. From there, all the way across is the same as from there, all the way across. Jolene said do it with a piece of tape. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to show you what I mean. So let's put a piece of tape here. We're just gonna run it across. It's sort of a different height going on here, but we'll see if we're close. How's that? Just gonna take a marker.
If you want it that straight up, you'd be back.
Yeah, I kind of got it messed up a little bit, haven't I? You're allowed to move it. Move it. Just peel it off and move it if you like. Got it better? Jimbo, you got it better?
Yeah.
Good. Stuck on? Pull it tight. Gonna mark it. I'm gonna go on the other side.
That's like straight up.
Yeah. I'm just marking right. I'm just marking. I want.
Actually,
Don't take that one off. We're fine. Pull it off. Pull it off or go back. I want to go back here. Let's pull it off and do it right.
because that one's lined up on this side of the tape, and you got this one lined up on that side of the tape.
That's fine. Let's just put it on this. Like, see this line right here?
Yeah.
Put that line of that tape right on that line there. I want to see if it's the same distance across. That's all.
Okay.
You take that side off. I'll take this side off. Take it off. Put your line on. We're quite a bit shorter. Just a second, come on, take a look.
I think that's where you told me.
Yeah, just give me a little bit, just take it up a little bit further. You got, I want to take that line up on that thing. Got it?
I'm a little bit high.
Yeah. Well, what I'm thinking is, we're a little bit longer in the back there. We can come back here, which makes it shorter, which makes the window smaller, and which can get rid of the window if that's what you'd like. Jolene on the 48 Pontiac, she wanted the fifth window, and I said no. I want the quarter window to make it a king cab, and she said no. So, as you can tell, we have design differences. So if I want to bring this part to that part, I'm already knowing right now that this is wider from there to there than is there to there. So in my brain, if I want that to fit, I would relief it in the corners like this. I would relief it on that side, and you could relief it here, relief it on the other side. So the top of the roof is open. I would be able to bring the windows in, and then I would shrink it here by where this overlaps. I would cut it. You know what I'm saying?
This starts turning in, you know?
So I can cut it back further.
Cut it back here and then cut it back here.
Yeah.
That's almost the same, because that drops in half an inch from right here.
Yeah.
You might just cut it back here. You know, if you cut it
She doesn't want a back window. She doesn't want a king cab.
There's not that.
I don't think. Do you? It don't matter, but what I'm saying is, if I want that to match up to that,
Yeah.
see this? I'd cut it right here. See, I cut that,
okay.
and then I'd swing that roof. Yeah. But I could just cut that, release that there. I could swing that in when that overlaps, and I'd cut it and weld it back together, which would bring it in. So I cut this one here, and I cut that one there, and just pull it in. So we'll see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to want to cut this off. I'm going to want just sheet metal. You almost to victory, are you?
Almost there.
All right, let's wait and see how the bum comes off. See if it's poopy. You can cut it off any old way, just bring them two lines together, don't matter. 45 it or whatever you have to do, like.
Just get in.
Yeah. Go right straight through the metal, right through the wheel well. You have to. Yes.
Notch this, but turn it so that this is straight up and down.
I don't want to do that. I don't think. I know.
Well, if you do, then it looks more, it'll make this window curve in so it's like this. And that'll be straight down, which will give it a North America cab truck look rather than an Australian. Because Australia always did this to the truck.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
The same as their boxes always looked like a Studebaker. Yeah, like a bathtub.
We looked at your truck this morning on the internet. We like that, so we were looking at your truck. But
if you cut that and pulled it in so square, that square on the back of the cab is a traditional look for a truck.
I realize that
North
too.
America. But again, this is your creation.
Well, I'm not.
And you always put a twist on reality that way. So I'm not here to stop you. I'm just.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
That would look good as a real window. This look kind of looks like Australian with that slanted cab.
I was thinking about going like, I mean, first it's slanted here like this. We can change the back and make it go flat down straight if we want to.
Yeah, but it's this angle here looks Australian.
Okay.
You know,
we're going to Australia soon, are we not?
Well,
we're going to Texas soon, are we not, baby? We're going to Houston. Houston Autorama, November 25th and 27th. If you're in Houston in that area and you like cars, come see us. We're going to be there. We're going to be there all weekend. We're going to be one day there for sure, setting up probably at a booth or whatever. But we're going to be there for 3 days. 3 days, and we're going to come back and we're going to talk to the people and look at the cars and really have a good time. We want to mingle. I guess mingle. Jim, you're going to have to get your passport, buddy.
yeah.
Pine Tree Jamboree's coming back up, and you should go down to that with us, shouldn't he? You should.
I think it's just.
Yep. We have two pieces right here, Aiden. Two pieces right here. See, cut that right there off, and cut that right there off, and then we'll yank on it.
Okay.
We're going to pull the back off this thing in a second. And also, I see this has got an inside construction here. I'm just going to zip cut here. We just want the sheet metal. We don't want the inside construction because we have an inside construction here that I want to weld that sheet metal to, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, we'll see what happens if the quarter window. We'll try it with the quarter. I like to try it with all the quarter window first. If we do not like it, and then we'll try part of the quarter window, and then if we don't like it, we'll go from there. So if we'll go with what we like. What's that?
Do you have a drawing of your idea?
I have not. I should have. Should I? I think, well, we'll put it right beside the old one. Look at there. There's Jolene's race car hauler. Yeah. I'm thinking the cab. We'll start with the cab. It's got the windows leaned back anyway. And that roof's going to come back. I'm not sure if that's... I don't know if I like that, just the way I got it drawn, but, and it can come back.
Well, that's, in the 30s, 40s, that's the Australian style. All their vehicles had, their trucks all had slanted back windows.
I don't know.
But again, it's like the comments, it's like, I'm not here to represent what I'm actually about. I'm here to sort of inspire you about what your ideas don't match up with mine, so I'm trying to be inspired. So I personally would like to see this straight up and down.
You would like to see that straight up and down.
I don't, you know, like.
Cut that.
But then, I'm not, like, it's not me. This isn't.
I'm open to ideas. I'm open to ideas. Cut all the way across, is it? Not. Cut that. Can you cut that from the outside? Can you cut that? Yeah, from the out here. Cut that from out here. Yeah. Yep. Don't cut the frame, but cut that. Yep. Gee, that's too easy. Oh, we cut the frame. I would have swallowed it back together. That's cool. Let's do this one here. Cut that one there. That's nothing. That's the stuff you got to be careful of. Just scored that side. That's fine. That's fine. Well, there's a bum. Let's put that aside for a minute. It's got some nice angles here for if you wanted to make. I could see that going on the back of the cab for the back of the roof, to be honest with you, because that's this corner right here. Can you see that going on the back of the cab? We're having no windows. Do you know what I mean? I can see it, but it doesn't matter if I can see it or if I can't see it. Let's pull this stuff out. Got some new rubbers. Jimbo, what do you do with 365 used rubbers? Make a tire and call it a Goodyear. You didn't find that funny? I thought that was funny, Jimbo. Well, I'll laugh later, he says. Did you get it, Aiden? You did. Good, 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 good. Basically, all the sheet metal I want here, we don't have to cut this off right at the present moment, but the sheet metal I want is whatever I have. So we would want, let's get some tape rock and rolling here so we know. I want all the sheet metal that I can take from the back as possible. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we got all the sheet metal with the body lines. I would never want to cut any of that stuff. And I want to take as much as we can. That way there, when we slide it up here, we can put it on here and we have as much body metal as we can get. Jimbo doesn't like the Australia, or you don't like it? You like the...
I personally like the
North America. The finest in North America, huh? Come on. I'm going to put that down. And I'll do the same on the other side. What I have is I have a hinge here. I might as well go with the hinge on the bottom of that hinge and then try to make a straight line back. Something like that, I guess. So I'll do the exact same thing on the other side. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I want as much sheet metal as possible of the original car. That's what I want, the most sheet metal as possible. I'm not sure if we're the same here or not, but this is how I'm going to do it. Keep throwing that damn marker away. And we might change the look of that. We don't have to have the back window. Jolene doesn't want the back window. And I necessarily don't need it. Just taking, seeing if I got this the same distance, that's all. that up on that line. Pretty darn close. There's where the other one is. And all I have to do, close enough for me. We're going to be adding sheet metal there anyways. We might even be cutting that off so it comes down straight. We might not want that angled back. But I've never seen a truck yet with the back of the box angled up like this, you know what I'm saying? Like usually the back of a box is, like Jim said, straight like the North America, but you could, if we made it come down like that, you could make a box that follows it obviously and comes around a little bit. Not sure that would do anything, but where it's customizing, you basically do whatever you feel like doing, I guess. That's what I generally do. So we're going to end up cutting this off and cutting from the back of the door, and this, we're going to end up cutting this piece out and cutting the sheet metal off the back. When we cut the sheet metal off the back, we're not going to want this stuff here, this post. We just want the sheet metal. So when we come in here, we're going to strip that off, take that off, cut that off, cut the pack. Well, we'll just cut that off and leave the package tray hooked to the back window. We'll just cut that off there. That'll get rid of that. We'll cut that off. We will incision the sheet metal. This is just a post that's in here. It does not go all the way to the front. So we'll run our, I'll come on that side so you can see. And then we'll run our zip cut up here and just use the sheet metal. Or we might even go in here so we've got a little distance going on here where the door fits, and then we could use this to pull it out. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure of much right at the present moment. But as we cut it, we will find out more. All right, everybody, that's it for today. That's what we're going to do, but we're going to continue on. I'm going to take a little time with Aiden, talk it over, and hang with Jim for a minute. And thanks for coming, Jim. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
It takes quite a bit to get me off the property.
I must say, you've impressed me with all the work that you've done the last little while. You've been really kicking her. From the last time you told me, you said you take quite great pleasure in less to do, but yeah. You've been working quite hard.
Yes, but I still try to keep it less to do.
Alrighty, everybody. Like, share, comment. It's a brand new day, brand new build. You come back tomorrow and you'll get to see what we're doing next. We're going to make this 35 Dodge into a 35 Dodge pickup. It was a 4-door and we're going to make it into a pickup. So there's quite a bit of slicing and dicing that has to be done to it. But we're going to take you through the whole process. Like, share, comment. See you tomorrow.